Good afternoon and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live stream. We're going to be looking at a few things, including the Google Trends. We're going to be looking at the Google Trends, and we're going to take a look at how many people are looking at silver, gold at the minute currently on Google. So we're going to be taking a look at that. We'll look at some Bitcoin, Palladium, and as usual, the platinum as well. For those looking, watching this video afterwards, again, a special thank you for taking the time to come and watch this video, specifically afterwards. Precious metals, and then today in particular, have done extremely well considering the market. So we're going to be taking a look at the movements for the day. So we will be looking at that. I know a couple of guys have just dropped in, so we will discuss that. And then, of course, we're going to have a look at the Google Trends, and we'll see how many people out there are actually looking at Bitcoin, gold, silver, platinum, and palladium in relation to Google searches. Special thank you to my donators. For those that are interested in getting involved in regards to the donations to the channel, you'll see in the description there are some details how to become a donator to the channel, and you'll see there are currently 5 sponsors currently. You're more than welcome to check that out, and obviously there's also some crypto information. So again, special thank you to my donators, and a special thank you to you guys as well for listening and watching. It's always an absolute pleasure to look at the charts live with you. As we can see, gold today is up $21 an ounce, which is fantastic considering where it was. It had an interesting couple of days. It's in a bit of a buy zone. You know, some of you out there might think, you know, we could be seeing a bit of an uptrend. It's interesting, when I did my video on Monday, everyone was looking at lower lows. And to me, as I said in the charts, we looked like we were oversold, and I expected a return to the upside within the next day. And in some of the metals, it happened, in particularly silver being one of them. So it was an absolute pleasure to see that happen. It's always difficult when you're trying to predict movements in the charts. However, looking at where our movement was in relation to moving averages, it certainly did look that way, that we're more than likely going to see an upside. Right, so a special thank you from me, Silver Limey. Welcome to the stream. I know there's a few people out there. We're going to go through some special mentions shortly. Fantastic. One of my mods has turned up as well, which is great. Coinroll Craig is here. We're going to be taking a look at some people comments in a moment. So again, just a special thank you for taking the time out to view the channel. It's always interesting when you're looking at the charts. There's not many channels that offer sort of in-depth look at the charts currently, which is great. So that means I've got something a bit more unique than most channels out there. It's something I've sort of focused on because, you know, it's not the same old like you can go and watch it at someone else's channel. It's pretty unique for those interested in looking at the charts. So we're going to get cracking with it shortly. Please hit the like button either in or on the way out. It certainly helps the channel. Of course, if you can just skyrocket those likes, that'll be fantastic. Right, we're going to start off with a few mentions. So let's have a look. We've got Starbuck Jeff N Coins. It says, "Hey, Silver Limey." And we've got Coinroll Craig here as well. It says, "Hello." And Starbuck Jeff N Coins, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, Starbuck Jeff. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining me on this live stream. Peter Bowes, hello, Silver Limey 79 and friends. It's awesome to see you. Graham Diamond, good evening, SL79. I'll turn the camera on shortly. Starbuck Jeff as well, just really awesome to see so many people saying hello to each other out there. We were up to 8 in the live stream, which is fantastic. What does everyone use for a crypto wallet? I read reviews. Everyone says hard to cash out. Depends on the sort of software you're using. I've got a Coinbase account and I use Wirex. Those are my 2 platforms. Wirex is linked to a debit card system. So for instance, if I were to cash out, I'd be able to literally spend my money immediately. And you just pay a monthly fee. I think it's fairly straightforward depending on where you are. I don't think they're available in the States, but they are available in the UK and Europe. But again, do your own research there, Coinroll Craig. It may not necessarily suit everybody. So take a look at them and see what options that are available in your country. Everyone's saying hello, fantastic. We got Luck of the Irish here as well. He says, "Hey everybody, hi Silver Limey 79. Hey, Luck of the Irish man, how you doing? It's good to see you." Forgot to hit the like button. That's Starbuck Jeff. Please do. Please hit that like button, guys. Good and silver, gold and silver are skyrocketing. Well, obviously they were oversold. Luck of the Irish. So what we get is when we're in an oversold market. You see where if you look at the candle there, we got the red candle on the right, and it's broken down quite a bit. Then in most cases, when you're oversold, that's when it's time to buy, and that's exactly what's happened there. We've been oversold. The buyers have come in, and the last couple of days we've had some good buying momentum there. Gold in particular looking very strong currently. Look at the Irish says we can thank Trump for a lot of the increases. Well, yeah, I suppose from a bank. I was going to say the Federal Reserve Bank. You can thank them for reducing the rates. However, it hasn't had that sort of effect which I was expecting. I think a lot of people were expecting a lot more in relation to obviously lower rates and having it's had an adverse effect on precious metals. Instead of the precious metals going up, we've had a bit of a dip. But again, anybody can look at it, in various ways. You might have people speculating that there's a reason for that, so that the big institutional money can come in. They will not buy high in most circumstances. They'd rather not buy in, create no demand, which is essentially, if you look at that second, the third red candle on the right, what's happened there is you've got no demand literally for the precious metal, which for me that was immediately a red flag, because obviously the cuts had been announced. To me it didn't make sense why there was no demand considering the rate cuts, and then we had a plummet of the price pretty much for 4 consecutive days. It just broke down and then just broke through previous resistance levels after resistance level. And now we've broken back up again. So we're back above the 50. However, we're going to be testing the 20 EMA, exponential moving average, in case those are not familiar with the term EMA, exponential moving average. It gives you a better indication than a simple moving average ever will. So it processes more information in order to get the average. So EMA is what I prefer to use. You can see it there, exponential moving average, for those that don't know what that is. Yeah, so if we have a look, we've got resistance coming in for silver at 1777, call it 1780. Are we going to see more movements here? If we're going to have to test this resistance first. If we get rejected, then more than likely we'll see a slight fall down and then another retest of that level. What we might see is, if that is the case, if we retest that level and break down, more than likely the break up to the upside will be pretty big. At least that's my theory based on past performances. And I know past performances aren't indicative of the of new results. However, one thing to watch just in regards to silver currently at the minute is we are in this downtrend currently at the minute, which is interesting. So the downtrend, what we see is bearish sentiment, basically in relation to the way we've had our lower lows here. We haven't been able to make higher highs. So basically, silver at the minute is looking very sketchy. Yes, this is good at the minute to see an increase in volume, and we've seen our price go up. However, it's really got to break out. It's got to test these levels up here, hit that resistance level there at 1862, break above that, and then maybe we can relook at the situation. But currently at the minute, it's in a bit of a downward bearish trend here. So it's not looking that great, unfortunately. And then if we look at this channel it's in currently at the minute, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's what I want to see. Tomorrow's candle, it's going to be interesting because that's the end of the week. We're going to have to see some big movements up to the upside here in order to see exactly how this is going to perform, because we've got resistance at this level here at the 1776 level, and we've also got resistance at the $18 level as well. So those are two pretty stiff resistance levels that silver's going to have to get through. Don't get me wrong, it's done extremely well. We're about almost 40 cents up on the day, 2.25%, but silver's got a lot of work to do. Let's have a look. Sucker for Silver, he says, hey all, a nice bounce today for precious metals. Mudswat, yay, Chartman is on. I was watching public freakout videos. Hey sucker for gold. Sucker for silver. I would be a sucker for gold if I had more money. Yeah, man, I'm trying to actually, I'm guys, I'm really consolidating nicely some of my silver, and I've managed to turn a bit more into gold, and I've got a package arriving tomorrow. So on Friday's live stream, don't forget we're going to be doing a giveaway. So the giveaway is going to be for the one for the donators and one for the viewers. So guys, just make sure that you guys are aware of that. I'm not advertising it, but that is strictly for live stream viewers only. So Friday's the big day. Starbuck Jeff N Coins there. Just hit that like button. You awesome people. Love it. That's just fantastic. I like all the emojis there. Very, very cool. Right, let's take a look. So silver, we're going to take a look at silver on the 4 hour and see how that is looking. More than likely, we would have seen ourselves break through multiple resistance levels. Oh, there you go. That's where we're testing at the minute. So we broke through our 50 8 hours ago, and we retested the 200-day moving average, and we've been rejected. And then again, there's not enough strong volume here, so this could be a problem. Could be a problem. So again, we've done fairly well. There's our bottom there currently at the minute. What's that? 1688. We smashed through back into the 17, which is great. So we've really, come from the abyss to keep ourselves back in the game here. Look at that. It says silver price is floating with $17. ADP non-farm payrolls next. That's quite funny because it literally went through 17 like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, so we're well above our 20 moving average. We're testing the 50 currently at the minute. It's touch and go really. The 100, it got rejected. So we're going to have to play this game quite carefully. However, we've got a lot of ground to make up. So this is the area that is of most importance. And there's our resistance levels up here. 1860, and then what did I say? 1776 is going to be this level here. And that is pretty much that zone right there. That is the 100-day moving average. We break through that and we maintain this. And of course, then our next level of it is the 18, which I've mentioned there earlier. Let me know what your targets are. What are your targets, guys? You guys are forever listening to me, but where are you selling? Where are you buying? Let me know in the chat, please. Sucker for Silver says, now when I try to buy on eBay, everything has sales tax. Ah, geez, that's terrible, man. Sorry to hear it, Sucker for Silver. That must be terrible. We're still tracking with 8 people, which is great. So guys, let me know what is your target? Lol, Sucker for Silver, I heard or saw gold as I was typing your name, and boom, I typed gold and it sent it before I looked. That is Starbuck Jeff. Yes, guys, just let me know what when you're buying and when you're selling, and if you are selling. I'll be putting up a poll probably tomorrow, so just make sure you're available for that. Let's move on to cheapest. Okay, so right, gold. We can see our area over here. We're hitting the 20 moving average currently, and it's acting like resistance. You can pretty much see it there. We've tried to break up pretty much since the 26th of September back above that level, and we've been rejected multiple times. And of course, that's when it forced the price down because we couldn't make higher highs. Since then, we've reversed it. So we've bounced off 1460 and we're back up to 1500. So that's almost a $40 gain just in the last 2 days. Looking at the support here, there's our support, which is now resistance. So just keep an eye on that level. We don't need that level anymore. Get rid of that. However, again, as per silver, the silver chart, we're still looking like we're in a bit of a bearish zone currently. So currently for gold, it's really got to aim higher. It really has to. It really has to push up higher in order for it to gain those higher highs. Right, there we go. So that's our wedged up pattern that we're currently in. This is particularly for gold. There's our support line there at 1460. a break above the 20 would certainly create a retest of the 1525, 1520 level. If we're able to break up back above that, then our next testing zone is 1552, and that is pretty much where we've been. That was our high of 2019. So I definitely expect to see a retest of this level, which means we are going to be aiming higher at 1519 and retest this higher level. We need to break through the 20 moving average as well. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, where do you think gold's heading currently at the minute? Do you see higher prices currently at the minute? Do you see this as a bear trap? Do you reckon it is just a suck of liquidity into the market, and then we're going to see a lower price? Let me know what you guys think. Right, let's get the camera rolling, I think. Let's get that. There we go. There we go. Hey, guys. So let's have a look. There's a few comments there. Carl Electrum, how you doing, Carl? He says, hello from the other side of the pond. Fantastic precious metals updates. Hey, Limey, I can't actively chat, but I'm still lurking. Fantastic. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Not selling yet. Still looking for fractional gold. That is Starbuck Jeff N Coins. Still selling silver to purchase gold, sir. Man, that's exactly what I'm doing. Graham, well done. Trying to buy more silver first, and also error and variety coins too. I like it. Bit of numismatics there for Starbuck Jeff. How are you? Says Mudswat, and Mudswat says I was not expecting 1500 gold for a while. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it seems to have turned back, and that's what I was saying on Monday's video. Everyone was bearish as hell, and I said to everybody out there, I was like, we're looking oversold. Well, I'm going to be expecting a movement to the upside. So Mudswat says, I don't know. I was expecting 1500 gold for. He wasn't expecting. I was not expecting 1500 gold for a while. Yep, it's that's certainly the way it was. It seemed to be tracking for me based on that last movement. I'm great, thank you, says Starbuck Jeff N Coins. I'm going to have to relook at the silver chart. Unfortunately, I was looking at the silver chart and I had the gold chart up, which was rather silly. So we're going to have another look at it. This is gold on the 4-hour, guys, and look at that. We broke slightly back above it, and we broke above it, and then, of course, it looks like we've declined back below this moving average here, which is the 100 moving average. You can see it there. However, it looks like we did actually end up above it, which might in turn create support. So we're going to have a look at and see where we finish here. We've got 3 hours and 20 minutes to see how this candle performs. Are we going to see ourselves push ourselves back up above this level and create a new level of support in order so that we can tackle the resistance level coming up here, or the resistance level that's looming? Let's look at the weekly. How is gold performing on the weekly? It certainly has pulled back. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at the size of that wick. That's literally how we've come since the beginning of the week. It's just been red, and in the last couple of days we've had a couple of greens, and it's essentially pulled us back up. I mean, that's where we started beginning of the week. We're at 1504, and thanks for the last couple of days, we're almost basically back up at that level, which is great. So we've retested here, which means for me, looking at the way this wick has performed, we should see a continuation pretty much tomorrow of this green candle. Excuse me. So it'd be interesting to see, because we've had so much selling here, it's that we could see some pressure particularly happen in regards to buying momentum kicking in at this level, and then we could see a retest here at the 1512 level. And then this is our resistance zone. We could see a breakout of that resistance. And then once the breakout's materialized, we probably will see some further movements to the upside. Let's have a look. Mudswat says, if you're buying a dip, it appears is still in a dip. Yeah, look, it might appear in a dip. However, I still would have preferred to have bought at 1460 than rather sitting up here paying top dollar 1500. So I would prefer to have bought down here personally. Currently up 1.4%, almost $20 an ounce up, which is great. Let's take a look at the silver charts. Right, there's the silver chart, as you guys hear me talking about, where this is on the 4-hour. We're currently hitting resistance at the 50-day EMA, which is this orange line. So we're having some rejection there. We're down to 1757. Well, it looks like we might rebound there. There's a serious wick forming. Still looking pretty good, 2.2% up. We're way above our 20-day moving average. We've come up quite a bit. In relation to testing that 17, we've broken through 17. We're back in the mid 17 levels. It's looking pretty good. When we look at the daily, we might see a different picture though. So looking at the daily, we've broken through 50, our 50-day moving average, which now creates support. Like I've said consistently, when we break resistance, resistance then becomes new support, which is exactly what's happened here. However, we're still in this bearish channel. So we're not out of the woods yet. We effectively, like I've said previously, we need silver to start really performing and aiming, getting that higher high. Currently, it's in a lower low formation, which isn't good. It really does need to start performing, get above the resistance level, start working its way back up to target these higher levels. We pretty much need to outperform this candle here, this previous high. And we've really got to get back into this channel here in order so that we can work on and tackle that 1960, 1970 level. Currently, again, there was a lot of people that were very bearish in regards to silver. A lot saying, no, it's going down to 15, it's going down to 14. It's still too early for those prices. You know, again, if I was going to look at 14, would have to be in the 15 level. Again, if we were looking at the 15 level, I would have to be in the 16 level. And I certainly know that we came very close there. We were at 1684 thereabouts before we bounced off support. We were in a good support here. I'd said previously that I saw support about the $17 level, which it wasn't far off where we'd broken through. If we were going to break this level here, which indeed we did. This was the next level of support, and that pretty much held. So I was super happy about that, because it also means I'm not talking complete rubbish. You know, when I saw this level here, it looked like it was going to be a pretty good, solid support in order for us to bounce off of, and that's exactly the way silver has performed. Let's have a look. No questions from anybody? Not yet. So if you guys have any questions, fire away. Fire away. That's what I'm here for. Let's look at silver on the weekly. We can see exactly how much we've clawed back. There you go. So again, not a long wick, as long wick as gold. However, you know, we are starting to climb back up here, and we're showing a bit of green. We're showing a green candle, which is great. Currently 1753. We're still not out of the woods. You can see this. That's the resistance line is there, and there's our support line, and we're way off our support line, which is good. However, we're in the middle here. It can go sort of either way, but based on this sort of this oversold momentum here, I expect to see us to really start moving up to the upside. Back on the daily. Yep, that's definitely my outlook for silver. Right, let's move on to platinum. Is anyone buying platinum at the minute, guys? That's what I'd like to know. Platinum's have a bit of a serious fall there a few days back. However, it's created good support. You can see the support line here that's holding. This is on the 100-day moving average. You can see there it's trying to break below it and it hasn't, which means that's great. That means it's going to create a good level of support in order for it to bounce off. So again, we should see a retest of the $900 level. That is this orange line. We're definitely going to see a retest there, guys. So for anyone looking at getting into platinum, I think there's some good profits to be made here, particularly at these levels. It hasn't been down this level since where's this? This was August. We're now in October. We've had all these gains here. I wonder if did anyone sell platinum at its high here when it was nearly at $1,000 an ounce? Has anyone got platinum? That's what I want to know from you guys. Has anyone got platinum? So this is looking good here, particularly if we can hold the support line, create a bit of upward trend of movement, target the $900 level. Hopefully, have enough momentum to get through. If we're unsuccessful, we'll pull back slightly and retest and hopefully break through. Currently where we are at the minute, if I look at, we're not looking too bad. We're moving into some good buying areas currently. So when I mean buying areas, what we're looking for is, you can see this green line here. That is pretty much where the buying is happening. So we've got a green candle there, green candle there, green candle there, and green candles there. So we've created support at this level, and we're seeing good buying momentum. Same way there, same here, same there. So we are looking pretty good. So long as they don't sell at those levels, we should see definitely some upward trend movement here for platinum. So in the near term, I definitely see a retest at the $900 level, and then a breakthrough above 900. Let's look at the 4 hour. Right, there you go. So we are currently on the 4 hour chart. We're trying to get above our 20-day moving average here. So that is our resistance level. And you can see there it has, there's a small bit of volume. And then, of course, we've got our red candle here, which is 3 hours, three and a bit hours. We've had some good buying. Platinum dropped down to about 871. It's back up slightly. It's still a good chance. There could still be a good chance to get in here if anyone's looking at platinum. There's all these gains to be had. Was at 960. Good resistance level there, 960. So if anyone was looking at buying in now, you can get in at 886. And if you wanted to, you could sell there at 960, make a quick 80 bucks. But I mean, that depends on the way obviously, I'm not sure how you do your portfolio, but there's a good chance of getting some gains there. Mudswat says, if I get some money, I'll be looking for gold or platinum. Yeah, definitely, Mudswat. Currently, for me, gold obviously has lower premiums. Platinum's premium is pretty high, so you'd have to do some serious negotiation there to get that done. But yeah, gold is definitely what I'm looking at. I need to get more gold really to consolidate a bit more. Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seek says, damn it, in all the dips, he never hits on my paydays. I know, it's always inconvenience, isn't it? RPM Looney says, hey everyone, you also good, SL79? I'm doing pretty good today. I had a good day at work. It ended on a high. I've got tomorrow off. My mom is arriving tomorrow as well, so I've got a live stream to do on Friday. It might just be a quick one in relation to Friday's live stream. Don't forget, it is giveaway time on Friday's live stream, guys, so it won't be advertised. Remember, I said in relation we could see there was a password or code word, so I'll probably put code word in the community post at some point on Friday. So just be aware of that. Mudswat says, my work season is over for the year. Oh, right. Do you work certain contract hours there, Mudswat? Silver Steeler says, hello, everyone. It's good to see you, Silver Steeler. Wow, man, it's been a while. Fantastic. Glad you made it. No ways. Century Silver. Man, how you doing? Platinum is as a snail crawls. Maybe at the minute, but it did have some good potential movement there, Century Silver. And even if you have a look at the chart there, man. Yes, this is the 4 hour, but look at these gains. You can't tell me you turn your nose up on those gains. I mean, literally, when we were first looking at the platinum, when I first started getting involved into doing the charts here. In fact, it was before that. But I mean, look at this. You're buying it at 830. You sell at 997. That's a pretty good gain as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, there we go. Platinum's in a bit of a situation there because it just needs to rebuild. It's got to rebuild, get itself back above these moving averages. Let's look at platinum back on the daily. Yep, that's where we are there. We're sort of stuck between the moving averages currently. They're creating support here. If you guys check my analysis from about a few minutes ago, I was talking about where I expected platinum to be. There's no point me repeating myself over and over again. Definitely check that out. Winning Image Photography, fantastic. How are you doing? Winning Image, wow, that's fantastic. Glad you made it. Silver Steeler says, I've started buying again, Limey, in a big way. Again, lovely. Fantastic. Buddy, what are you buying, Silver Steeler? Hoovers, corgis, and coins. Fantastic. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. Let's have a look. Just saying hello there, Silver Stealer. We got Century Silver says, hell, I bought last year at $900 or so. You got to hold it, buddy. That's the way I'd say it. 900. You're not doing too bad currently at the minute. How many ounces do you have? What's what says hello, Hoovers, corgis, and coins. There you go. We're going to move on to the next chart in the meantime. I don't think anyone's got Palladium, so but I'm probably going to drop Palladium at some point because I always talk about Palladium, but nobody seems to have any, and there's no point discussing Palladium if nobody's got any. Palladium's having a bit of a run currently at the minute. It's had its new well, it's obviously aiming higher. It's broken its previous all-time high and it's flying. Price of Palladium $1,685 an ounce, currently up $32 on the ounce, which is 1.95%. As we can see here, we've got good support. Pretty much the 20 moving average here, pretty much playing along. It's been consistently well above that. It's seeing resistance currently at this level here, that 1697, $1,700 level. I can definitely see it retesting that level. It's already been rejected multiple times, so it could see a retest and it might see a break above that level because that's exactly what happened here. It broke above it and then immediately there was a sell-off back down, quite a harsh one. So the next retest, I think, is going to break above that level. We could see a 1705, 1710 Palladium in the short term. Other than that, let's have a look at the weekly for Palladium. Look at that for the weekly for Palladium. Jeez, look at that, guys. This is on the weekly. It's been an absolute tear. What we could see here is because we're making a slight lower high, higher high, we could start to see a bit of a pullback now. So it just needs to be a bit careful. If there's still more buyers in, you can see there it's pulled back. Buyers have come back in. So again, we might still see a breakthrough of the $1,700 level in the near term. You can see there they've had consistent buying, very little red days. Oh, this is red weeks. Man, I'd love to see gold look like that, and even silver for that matter. Let's have a look. Century Sylvia says he's got 1 in 10. That's fantastic, buddy. Hello, winning image photography. No, long time no see. Silver Steeler says ASE's commemoratives. I bought the entire 2-ounce Queen's B series with display box. Fair play to you. So Hoover's, corgis, and coin. How you doing there? Hello, Silver Limey. It's good to see you. Winning image photography. I'm doing well, Limey. Hope you all too. I'm doing fantastically. Thank you very much for asking. Don't stop Palladium SL79. You may chop 10,000 future viewers off. Yeah, just you know, whenever I talk about Palladium, there's not many people that actually mention anything about Palladium, so I just feel like I'm just wasting my voice on it. But thanks very much, RPM. I guess I'll just keep it going. Winning image photography just saying hello there. RPM Limited says all markets are good to see. They are point signals you can learn from with market events. Is it what you're talking about there, RPM? What says anyone have some Palladium I can borrow? You mean borrow or actually you know, anyone giving away some Palladium? That certainly would be good if anyone had Palladium, man. And I mean, I remember there in the early 2000s, in the early 2000s when I first started to get involved in precious metals, Palladium, man, was, I think it was $200 an ounce. Imagine buying Palladium at $200 an ounce and seeing the massive returns as we see today. Even gold, you'd be laughing. Pinky TV says, hello, how you doing, Pinky TV? Good to see you. Thank you very much for watching. I'm doing well as well, thank you. I'm doing good as well, thank you. That's super, Hoovers, corgis, and coin. Bye, guys. Got to head over to the coin up. Take care, Silver Limey 79. Thanks very much, Starbuck Jeff and Coins. I'll see you on the next one, buddy. RPM Limited says people do watch and search you out when not live. They also may not be subscribed. The more you cover is for the best, SL79. Just my thoughts. It is your channel. Well, thanks very much for that, RPM. That's an interesting way to put it, but I wouldn't have thought about that. But yeah, okay, I'll do it. Platinum is 9 times rarer than gold. Palladium is 15 times more rarer than that of platinum. Wow, okay, I didn't realize palladium was that rare. I knew platinum was about roughly 9-10 times rarer than gold. Hence why I think the more than likely we're going to be seeing more upward trend in the price for platinum based on its rarity. You're welcome. See you Friday. Yeah, see you Friday there, Starbuck Jeff. Right, let's get back to it. Okay, so we're going to be moving on here. That's the Palladium chart, guys. We're going to be looking at. Let's have a look. Where are we? Okay, let's do a recap here in regards to the prices. Okay, we'll start with silver. Right, silver price, everybody, is $17.56. Currently up 36.4. Oh, 36 cents up. That's about 2.13% currently at the moment. So let's do the next one, which is going to be gold. Right, let's get gold off the weekly here and put it on the daily. Gold is currently up to $1,499 an ounce, which is 20.6 or $20.60 an ounce, which is 1.4% up. You can see there's our resistance line tracking, and there's our support line as well. So we're in this channel here. It could be a while still before we see any direct movement, but I suspect we're probably going to see a retest of that resistance line. Let's look at platinum. Platinum, as you can see there, is $886.95, $9.82 up, which is 1.12%. And then we'll end on the palladium charts, which you guys just saw. Palladium chart, there we go, and that's the palladium at $1,686 an ounce. I saw a couple of other people just turn up there, so I'm going to just check the RPM. That's right, MudSwats. Silver giveaways, man. How you doing, Silver giveaways? Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. It's awesome to see you, man. Silver giveaways, one of my donators. Fantastic. Graham Diamond says, may look at purchasing a platinum coin sooner or later. Just watch the premiums, my friend. MudSwat says, hello, Silver giveaways. Yeah, if you can try and find platinum that doesn't have that much of a premium, I think you're onto a winner there, Graham. Silver Steeler says, hi, Silver giveaways. Fantastic. Right, now we're going to take a look at Google Trends before we look at the Bitcoin price. I'll tell you what, in fact, let's discuss Bitcoin. Actually, you know what, let's just get on with the, let's look at the Google Trends. Now, you guys, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but Google Trends, it's basically where you can go and you can see what is trending in regards to anything. Obviously, you can use Bitcoin, gold, and so on. So I'll put the gold price in and check this out. I've got some interesting results. Gold price, it gives you a date roughly, and look at this, guys. That's between the 11th and 17th of August. It pretty much tapped out at 75 interest over time. I guess that's probably an average, maybe. Don't know if it was 99. So between the 11th and the 17th of August, we're going to take a look at the. Okay, so the 11th and the 17th of August, we're going to have a look and see where gold was on that particular date. Okay, where are our previous highs? The 26th of August was when the gold is when gold peaked. So if we look at the trends data here, that is pretty much, well, that is our, sorry about that. It's my dog, it's my alarm there to feed the animals. And that was here. So we had a bit of a slump, even though we were on an upward trend in regards to, so there were less people between that date there. We had a decline in the amount of people interested in precious metals. And then it peaked slightly when gold hit its all-time high, maybe because the news would have been saying, hey, gold's at its, not its all-time high, beg your pardon, is at its yearly high. and then it just went all the way down. It's like it just lost interest. We can try various other things. Obviously, you can choose the countries. I'm just going to use the United States for now. So if we say gold, and we'll see how the gold, let's see how that performed. There you go. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a different parameter here. So this is, was that June, July? So I'm gonna leave the chart up there. June, July. We had a peak there of $1,450. June was around 1,400 again. So again, there was a fair amount of interest at that level, and then it declined, which brought us down to the, was that July 14th to 20th level, which would have mean we still would have been going pretty strong actually. We had a bit of a dip, but nothing to write home about. So it looked like there was a loss of interest really at that level for up again at this level here, which was August, only slightly, and it reached a high there of, that was that August 11th, which, looking at the gold chart here, August 11th would have put us at $1,530 an ounce. I don't know if you guys have ever checked this out, but you know, it could prove useful in regards to Google Trends when you're looking at stuff to see who is looking at what. Silver Giveaway says it's good to be here. Hi DNS, Silver Giveaways. Modspot says, what is this chart? There we go. So all you do is you can Google Google Trends, just type Google Trends, and then you can go in and see what is trending in regards to precious metals, Bitcoin, and you can see how many people are actually looking at it when they're at the charts. So Silver Steeler says, so I just came back from my LCS. Somebody was loading off their small collection. He paid her 17 bucks an ASE, turned around and sold them to me for 19 bucks each. I thought 19 bucks was fair. Wow, some nice profit for that fella. $2 a coin. Yeah, so you know, this, all I'm showing you is you can take this information on board and look at it in the chart as well when you're looking at peaks. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin in regards to this again. I'm not going to, we'll type in silver here and we'll see exactly how silver performs. So we're going to type in silver, and we've got quite a flat line, which is interesting. The only peak we had was in December of 2018, is when silver had quite a big peak. So let's have a look here. Put this on the weekly, and that was December 18. We had a high of $15, almost $16 an ounce. However, that's interesting here. That was pretty much it, and then it went down from there. And then it's just been in this sort of slow mode ever since, really. It's picked up the pace just a tad here, and that was from June, which is pretty much when we had the start of that run, and it's slowly picked up the pace, but again dropped off again, and it's picked up again. So silver, pretty much not many people really looking up silver currently at the minute. Fairly flat though at 75. You can see it here by interest by subregion: Maryland, District of Columbia, New Mexico, Nevada, Montana. You can see it there. These are the top searches. Related topic: under the silver lake, silver bullets, obviously. Spider-Man silver lining, that was plus 2,500. So you can see the amount of queries and what they were looking for. But silver in general, the term, if you want, you can put silver price, that might help. There you go. We've had a bit of an uptick, and let's see exactly Dow futures, US dollar index, silver color, futures contracts. So there you go. That's probably the right one to put up there. So that was their August high previous, and you can see it there. And then we've dropped off a bit, and that is the projection for October. Modswat says, and you can sell your ASEs on eBay for $25 plus shipping. No, I didn't know you can do that. Jeez, I might just do that myself. I've got a few ASEs I can offload. The coin spent 30 minutes in his shop. Yeah, he did well. I think you can't find ASEs anywhere on the net for less than 20. I still think I did well. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, well, $19. Sell, Silver Stealer, sell. Let me know if you ever see that. It says Winning Image Photography. And that's MudSwat. I'm a grower, says Silver Stealer. Yeah, so check out, Google Trends. You guys are more than welcome to have a look at that, but we're going to move on to Bitcoin now. Not much happening for Bitcoin, is it? Has anyone bought any Bitcoin? I'd like to hear from you guys. Ethereum, I'm just looking at this headline over here. It says Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, and other large cap crypto is poised for 20% breakout. I think there's going to be a bit more of a drop before we start to see a bit of a breakout. I think that is probably more on the cards than a breakout right now. And the reason being is there's so much resistance. You've got resistance here, resistance there, resistance there. Okay, that is for Bitcoin, but other altcoins are looking quite weak in comparison. This is the Bitcoin chart here. You can see there we've got a downtrend just consistently looking bearish. I think Silver Giveaways would probably look at that chart as well. And I hope Silver Giveaways is still here. He'll probably say that outlook looks bearish for me. MudSwat says, nope, still waiting for 4K. There you go. MudSwat says, no, I'm deeply considering 6K. Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. I suspect that's pretty much where I see the next level at 7.5, although we've dropped as low as 7.7. However, we could, if that level breaks down, the next level really is 6.5. Silver Giveaway says, just watching Bitcoin, he's getting bored. Jenny, when there's no movement, guys, that's when something happens in the market. So you could expect to see a big drop. Generally, when there's no volume, I've shown this even in the silver chart, there's no demand. Effectively, there's no volume. Then what happens is it naturally starts to break down. So let's have a look and see where we are. This is where we currently are here. And again, I'm not happy with this level. I've said to you guys previously, I don't see support at this level being particularly strong. If we broke through the $9,000 barrier, and when I mean barrier, that was pretty consistently being strong for some time now. We broke through that literally with no problem. So I can't see how this level here is going to be any different. And believe me, I tell you what, if this acts like support at this level, then it pretty much throws the analysis of charts right out the window, because we look at key levels of support where we see consistent buying. But currently where I don't see much of it. As you can see, we're moving into selling zones over here. And even still, it dropped down as low as, what was that, 7.7, which was down here. You could see then it started to pick up momentum because it was moving into buying zones. However, I still didn't see that as solid areas. 7.5 for me looks pretty good from a key support level. Below that, man, we're going to be heading down. Below that's the 6,000 level. And that is pretty much this level here. I think it's a 6.8, 6.4 level. If you look at this level here, guys, this is where Bitcoin was pretty much consolidating for a very long period of time. You can see it here. We started here 9th of September all the way through. You can see it October, not much happening. Not much happening October, beginning November, mid-November, and that's where we had the capitulation all the way down here to 3,100. So again, if not a lot's going to happen, more than likely we're going to see a drop. You can see there that little green candle, it spiked massively up to 7.7 before it retreated back down. It just couldn't contain that movement. Let me know what you guys think. Where do you think the support is for Bitcoin, and where do you see the resistance for Bitcoin? Limeys, doorbell's ringing. More silver and gold has arrived. That'll be tomorrow. Silver Giveaway says it never goes as low as people call for or want. Yeah, you know what's amazing, and again, I've said this many times. Generally, the moment a price starts to recover, man, then the videos start coming out. Oh, Bitcoin to 20K. We're going to see, and they're all coming out with crazy predictions for next year. You know, based on what information will we see Bitcoin at higher prices? I'm pretty sure it's the writing's on the wall for it, but fundamentals are there. They're saying that that is going to push the price up. But look, currently at the moment, it's pretty much in a bearish trend line currently at the minute. You can see it there. We've had lower lows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lower lows over a period here. All we've had ups and downs. We haven't really consolidated either. So for me, this is pretty much what Bitcoin needs, is a good area of consolidation and capitulation. If we look at this level here, that is quite a big drop from 6,000. It was almost 50% of the value it lost just at that level alone. So it what's that? 8.2, 50% would bring us down to the $4,000 level, which is back here, which is basically where the run up started to happen. So Mudswat, you might well be lucky, my friend, if we see that sort of gradual drop to 4,000. Silver giveaways from here and out. From here on out, any support level could be a reversal. Yeah, currently, I was just saying in regards to support level, currently at the minute, I just don't see that support level being very strong in relation to previous support levels, which have been very strong. For me, it's to the downside. That's the way I see it. Yes, we might see rallies up, and everyone talks about retests, and I'm sure that is pretty much going to be there. If we have a look at this area here, that is pretty much this area here, and we're currently looking at the bottom end of the pile here. We've got a lot of resistance to try and get through. We've got the 200-day moving average here. This is on the daily. We've got the 20-day moving average. We've got the 50-day moving average. We've got the 100-day moving average. All of these levels here. You've got a very strong resistance line at this level. You've got multiple resistance lines. Don't forget, this support line at 9,000 is going to be mega resistance at 9,000. Where are we? We're at 8.4, and you can see ourselves there. This level of the next level up is 8.7. We could see quite a lot of resistance kick in there, which is pretty much where the 200-day moving average is. So that is more than likely. You can see it there. It's trying to break back down again, and we could see a retest at this level. Otherwise, we could see back down to support, try and build up enough momentum. If that fails, we could see a breakdown again. And believe me, guys, the last drop for Bitcoin was pretty big. Look at where we were here. I'm going to say this one up here was 10,000, and we dropped all the way down to 8.1. That was a massive drop, like $1,900, pretty much over 2 days. So a correction down could be quite a bit if we're able to break. There's a good chance of another 1,000 drop. Who knows? That would drop it down to 7.2 and maybe even back into 7.5 to retest that area there for support. So I'm not back in. The only crypto I have currently is XRP, and that is because it's too cheap to sell currently at the minute. At least that's my thought. Who has XRP? I think Silver Giveaways might have XRP, but there we are. Anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? There we go. Are there any questions? Could be a bit of a delay just from my side. Value Hunter, man, Value Hunter. Yo, I made a stream finally. Wow, Value Hunter. Wow, man, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks very much. Glad you made it, man. Awesome. Sorry, staring at my LCS buys. That sounds great. I've got a bit of gold arriving tomorrow. Can't wait. Silver Giveaway says no crap here. I had bags of it for a year ago, but sold out. So I don't hodl. It's not that I want to hodl, to be honest with you. Silver Giveaways. It's just not worth selling currently at these prices. basically I'd have to see it drop down to like 16 cents for 1 XRP in order to actually gain. And the likelihood of dropping down to that level, it's quite slim. So at the moment, it's the only thing I'm holding. Excuse me. Winning Image Photography says, hello. Silver Heist, man. Driving, lurking. Fantastic. Excuse me. RPM says, sorry, SL79, not missing XRP. Not missing XRP. Talk. Sending you a lot of, sending you an email. Fantastic. Please do. I really appreciate it, man. RPM Limited says, watch Pompliano and Brad Garlinghouse next Monday. Tuesday, XRP will spike and Bitcoin will drop. That's interesting. Thanks, RPM. I'll definitely be interested in that. Hi, Limey. Doing great, mate. I always catch these on the replay. It's not just the same in between calls at work. No, fantastic, man. Really appreciate it. That's always great to see you. It should have said no XRP here. Silver giveaways. Steeler bro, how's it? How goes it? That's Value Hunter there. Fantastic guy. There's some great channels here, man. Silver giveaways as well. Value Hunter, Silver Stealer, just to name a few there as well. Winning Image Photography. Wow, it really is such a pleasure to have you all here. We're going to do the shout outs in a sec. Silver giveaway says if XRP can't hold 15 cents, it's over. Silver Steeler says I'll be going to hell myself soon. I mean work. My bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head in a minute, everyone. So I'll just stop screen. Let's have a look here. We'll finish up on the silver price. Silver's still holding in there, guys. 1756. Stop the cam. There we go. So it's time for me to say goodbye, everybody. Don't forget, giveaway on Friday. So it's always an absolute pleasure, as usual, to be here. There's 15 people watching in a minute. Thank you so much for that. Check the details for the description if you guys enjoyed it and you guys are keen to donate. Obviously, the donation details are on the description. So again, thank you all very much for watching. It's an absolute pleasure to do this every 2 days, with the exception of the weekend. Just a special thank you to everybody. We've got Silver Steeler says, bye, Limey and the gang. We've got Silver Giveaways. Value Hunter, fantastic. I'm glad you made it. Then we've got RPM Limited, one of my donators there. Winning Image Photography. Silver Steeler. We got Silver Heist as well. He says driving and obviously lurking is listening in. Fantastic. He's got something coming up. He contacted me about a couple of things, so I've sent him a few things. So be sure to watch out for that. Silver Heist. Let's have a look. Who else do we have? What's that? Hoover's, Corgis, and Coin. We've got Graham Diamond, Starbuck, Jeff N Coins. He dropped in earlier. We got Pinky TV, and we're going to do one more. That person is Century Silver. Sylvia, how you doing? And thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. I want to see at least 20 likes on this video, please. I'd certainly appreciate it. 20 likes, that'd be fantastic. And I'll catch up with you guys on Friday. It's giveaway Friday, so make sure that you guys are here. You need to be in the live stream, and we'll be doing some random numbers. We've got 5 donators. So the donators, I'll be doing a giveaway for the donators, and I'll be doing a giveaway for you guys. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.